Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 1571 of the Bolin Alley. And as you can tell, I'm here all by my lonesome, only 1 minute late. Pretty goddamn good for me. And as you can see, no signs of you-know-who. And no signs of Coltrane. Who knows what time the goddamn show starts. You can't get good help these days for free. I don't know what the hell the deal is. Might have to start paying them. Yeah, forget that shit. It's going to be a lonesome dove when that day comes. So, we already have a few of you in here rather quickly. AM Bolin this morning, I think, had 44 on YouTube in here alone this morning. Not a fucking one of them donated, but we have 44 of them in here. But we did have some pledges that said they would be back in here tonight and they would make some type of a donation tonight. So we appreciate that. And all the windows are open. I'm sleeveless tonight because it's an in-room temperature right now of 79 degrees. We had a high of 88 today in Louisville, but Sunday, cooler times are coming because it's only going to be 57 degrees on Sunday. We're going to drop 30 damn degrees. So it's going to be a little cooler. And let's see here. All kinds of things to talk about today. All kinds of things going on in the Trump trial for those that want to talk about that. If you don't, I don't give a shit. Like I said, open topics, whatever y'all want to talk about, current events, sports, baseball. I haven't watched much going on in the NBA. I can't really tell you shit going on. I did see Caitlin Clark that was on Saturday Night Live. I didn't even know Saturday Night Live had a new show. And I saw Caitlin Clark come on and did a bit during the news. The news was very good for those of you that are entertained by that. I encourage you to watch that. Well, your clocks don't work out there, or are you 3 hours and 3 minutes behind me out there? Is that how that works? I
literally woke up 2 minutes ago because I forgot to set the alarm when I passed out in front of Rawhide. So,
Rawhide.
How old man does that sound right
one
there?
Of the Westerns, as much as I love the old Westerns, I kind of grew out of that one. Now that one had, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Clint Eastwood in Rawhide? Do I remember that correctly?
Yep.
And they had who was the stagecoach rider? What was his name?
Wishbone.
Wishbone. Now, how do you not like Wishbone?
Yeah, he's always getting his ass whooped, but he's got spirit.
Wishbone was the first ever Trump supporter. Natural born Republican, and then our NB, I don't know. I'm not good at the natural born NBR. Yeah, NBR. Clint Eastwood, maybe a natural born Republican. Well, you would think any of the old Western stars would be natural born Republicans. The Cartwrights, lots of land, didn't want anybody fucking on it. Weren't too good to foreigners as a rule. Hop Singh was treated like shit. I actually pointed that out on an episode of Ohio Valley Wrestling Television, where I talked about how badly the Cartwrights treated Indians and Chinese people, and that Hop Singh was basically an abused captive, underpaid, overworked, verbally abused by Ben, Adam, Little Joe. Maybe Hoss gave him a little decency from time to time.
I think Hoss loved him because he had food.
Yeah, well, he fed Hoss very good. Yeah. So
I tell you what, that one episode when remember they were looking for that poodle or whatever, and Hop Singh came across that big guy and whooped his ass, and Hoss was like, well, I ain't gonna make fun from no chicken no more.
what was they looking for?
They were looking. There was this French actress that lost her poodle. And so she was given this.
Remember that? Reward. I remember sometimes Hop Singh would get a little extra in an episode.
Oh yeah, well he whooped this dude's ass. He gave him the Mongolian chop and a back body drop.
Well, that's about all it takes right there.
Hoss was like, "I'll tell you what, I ain't gonna tease him about that chicken no more."
No, don't tease him about the chicken. And some of my favorite episodes of Bonanza were when Slim Pickens was on.
Oh, I love those episodes. When him and Hoss get into it.
Slim Pickens, if my brother was ever based upon a character,
you are right.
Talks like him, acts like him. Oh my God! And we called my brother Slim Pickens forever. And oh my God, they were born out of the same mold. And if you look at them, they look a lot alike. And both were tall. You know, my brother was about 6'3", 6'4".
Kind of had that little bit of hunch forward, kind of
a bit of a hunch forward thing going. Yep. And my brother doesn't like for you to point out he's got a hunch forward because he liked to tell everybody he was 6'4". I said, well, if you stood up straight, you might be. You walk around with that hunchback going on and everything. So that changed everything. Donald Flowers is in the house. Well, the main event of the show is here anyway. Well, yeah, I've been here, Donald. Thank you very much. I've been here. And Pasta Tart was in on Pasta Tart. We'll see how many are in here that did the AM show. How did Armando get in here? His members, Armando won't break down and do the $3. He must have got in here before we switched it to members only.
I don't know, but he's hoping for Bob to come back. As in my
well, if he pays a $2.99 membership, he can come in here and tell us how he feels about Bob coming back.
You can blame it all.
How long has it been? It's been over a week now, right? Hasn't it been over a week?
This is the third show, I believe.
Every bit of, yeah. And now we're going to keep Facebook open until probably 9:20. 8 more minutes. Vanessa's in the house. How you doing, Vanessa? And Vanessa's one of the projects that we're working on. We're trying to get some money to take care of a few things she's got going on. So let's go ahead and cover that off the bat. Vanessa needs a nebulizer for her father. Counting shipping and everything, the nebulizer is in the neighborhood of about 1,000 pesos. That's the cheap part of this. The other thing she needs, her father's in the hospital with a lot of breathing problems. Unexpected expense. It just kind of came out of the blue. And she got hit out of nowhere. And she needs to move to the hospital closer to her father where she can take care of him. And they were charging her 300 pesos a day for a rental place to stay in. Well, 30 times 3, how much is that? We're looking nearly 4,000 pesos. If she pays that every day, that's what, $80? All right. Well, we struck a deal with the landlord, and she's already been there for 3 or 4 days. So that would be 1,200 pesos. We struck a deal with the landlord to where if we pay for the month in advance, they're only going to charge her 2,000 pesos and waive the 1,200 she already owes for 4 fucking days. That, to me, seems to be the wise way to go.
Yeah.
So why pay 1,200 for 4 days when we can pay 2,000 to cover 30 days? So that's the big project right now, 2,000 pesos to cover the rent for 30 days. And she might be there 1 or 2 months, but we'll worry about this month now. We'll worry about next month. So 2,000 pesos, because this is an expense that she just can't cover right now. She does not have her big pay yet because she doesn't have her clients. I want to get him the nebulizer being asthmatic. Oh, okay. Well, you know how it is. Yeah, the nebulizer is right about 1,000. So that's about $20. And the rent is going to be about 40. And then we need to get her internet paid for. So we got her a good internet that Bob and I pitched in and paid for here a while back. And we thought she was going to be able to pay it on her own, but they haven't given her the base pay yet because she doesn't have any clients yet. So she's working for $200 a month. Once they finally get her clients, she'll be making $800 a month, which doesn't sound like much money here. It's monster money over there. And she will then be self-sufficient, but she needs help with her internet for 1 more month. And that's $50 a month to get the shit to where she can work for these big American companies that so graciously pay her $800 a month for her work once she gets a client. Right now, she's getting training fees, which is only $200 a month. And so Pasta Tart says he's good for the nebulizer, so that's good. We need to raise $40 for the rent and 50 for her internet. So 59, 110. So 110 is her project alone. And I'm sure a little food money wouldn't hurt either. But that's just to get the basics out of the way. Hopefully she'll be getting a paycheck pretty soon, but that'll be 5,000 pesos, I think. Is that how that works? Are they paying her 200 a month? So that would be 5,000 pesos would be every 2 weeks. So they owe her 5,000. I just don't know what day they owe her that. So $110, that's the initial goal for tonight. We're also going to get J9E her phone today. That is 1,800 pesos. It's about $36. Whatever we raise, if we come up a little short on her phone, I'll pay the difference. I promised her we're going to get her that phone today because she needs it in order to do her schoolwork. J9E. And we got our friend Chris, female Chris, CRIS. She found a phone for, I think it was $70. It's 3,500 pesos. So she is third on that list that we're going to, even though we've been promising to get her help for a while, we did get Chenny her phone. Hers was a little more expensive, but there's a lot of people using that phone, and she needed a much better phone than what the other people are requesting. But we got Chenny her phone. That's done. So those are the projects right now. So 110 to get Vanessa the basics. 36 to get J9E her phone for school. Like I said, whatever we raise, great. I'll make up the difference. And then about $70 to get Chris her phone. So whoever's out there, maybe got some taxes back, maybe things are going good. $10 and $20 donations tonight will go a long way to help those people. And if you are one of the primary people, I will send you the receipt to where the person got the money. If I have to prove that after all these years, I don't know what to tell you. But I'm happy to do that for people like Tea Maker and Michigan Mike, Jazzy Jana, Pasta Tart, who donates on just about every show. Daniel Lemley donates on just about every show. Michigan Mike, almost every show. I have no problem sending these people receipts for what we're doing. I want them to know where the money goes. Anthony Scaramucci used to tell me, you don't have to send me those. I said, well, no, I like to, because I want you to know where it's going. You know, we've got ignorant ass, dumb fuck people that I've gotten rid of that like to try to reach out to the people that help this show. You know, we pockets all the money, and they fucking know better. They just, you know. So, but they're stupid, they're ignorant, they're mentally retarded, and they think people actually believe. And sometimes stupid people do, you know. But you have to be a fucking idiot to think that we've been doing it all this time, all the receipts we've sent out, and to think that I'm pocketing the money and enriching myself to spend $38 to redo my living room, to spend $128 on car. I do have a couple of jobs, so, and my retirement. So if I can't drop $128, I'm just going, what about the people that could have ate off that carpet? Well, yeah. When you send $128, you can bitch. Kevin Marr in the house. How you doing, Kevin? So there we go. So those are the goals. Vanessa is the number one project for tonight. J9E, I surely to God think we can raise $36 to get her phone. And then Chris, if we have to wait till Saturday or maybe Tuesday to help get her phone, so be it. But whoever's watching, whoever can be of some help, and we really appreciate it. For those of you that keep writing and asking about Bob, I have not heard anything from him. My theory was Oakland A syndrome, but just to give you an equal scenario, Oakland only beat Texas 2 out of 3 at home. The Cincinnati Reds went on the road and lost to the Seattle Mariners in a 3-game sweep after we swept the White Sox. We got beat 3 games in a row in Seattle. Could have easily won 2 of them. Didn't happen. Yeah. I didn't bail out on anybody's shows. I didn't kick out. I didn't leave. I didn't leave all pissed because Oakland got beat. Now, I'm sorry, because the Reds got beat. I held my cool. Stayed, and I don't even know who we're playing right now. I'm irked. But you know,
you're on the myth side, right?
Yeah. And I haven't seen Michigan Mike yet tonight, but Mike was in here for the AM show tonight. He was in here for AM Bolin. And his work and sleep schedule, he might not be able to make it in tonight. But Mike says he's not mad at me. We're just having a discussion. And I think he's even admitted that he loves to push my buttons. Well, tell me how bad Biden is compared to Trump. And yeah, that's a button pusher.
Right. See what you did, Mike. You done drew Bob away.
And I blamed Mike for it. I told him it was all your fault, Mike. You did this. He says he didn't. So, yeah, I blame Mike. So,
have you reached out to Bob?
Have I? Yeah. I wrote him a couple times. I didn't hear back. Yeah.
I know he sees it, but he hasn't responded yet, so he must still be a little upset. But, you know, well, it takes a little time.
That's one answer. takes a little time. So if you're in the room and you're watching and you have any questions or anything, it's members only, so that'll simplify things. And let's see, Honey Rose is watching the show, and we've gotten Honey Rose a couple of things that she has needed for her home here in the recent future. We're very happy for her. Jelly Bean wrote me, wants to know where Bobby Bob is. I said, well, fuck, I don't know.
We all do.
You keep up with him better than I do. If Jelly Bean can't track Bobby Bob down, then I don't know who the hell's going to.
He's off the grid.
He's off the grid. That's how they say it. That's how they say it. And I've made a couple more changes to the podcast studio here. As you can tell, the desk is a new color tonight. Did you notice that?
I do now.
Yeah, nice, you do now. Yeah, the desk is kind of a blue. Can you see is the stool in sight? Can you see the stool? Yeah, there it is.
If you pull it out a little bit more.
A little bit more if you pull it out. There you go.
Now you can tell it's
the stool matches the computer all by accident. I ordered the stool covers from Amazon. They came in that color, even though I thought they were going to be teal. I got two of them in here, one to the left of me, one to the right. And I took some pictures, but I haven't uploaded them yet. And and then I ordered the table cover. And that came in from Walmart, and it was the same goddamn colors as the stools. Well, nothing else. The stools match the. And if I ever have extra guests in here, then I got two stools. They'll sit taller than me because the stools are higher than the chair, unless I adjust the chair to be the same height, which I can because I set in my chair at its lowest setting. I have no desire to be 9'6". Some people do. So I guess I could adjust the chair to be the same height as the stools. But
I'm on my lowest setting. Let me see.
Oops. There we go. I have mine on its lowest setting, and plus it's probably less wear and tear of a man of my size to set. Because when you have them elevated up, you're putting extra pressure.
Oh, against that air pump.
Yeah, on the device. So it's probably better for me to have it at its lowest setting. Would be my guess. And so I just thought I'd set them in here tonight to show how it matches the computer desk. And the bedroom, I think, is done. I hung a new curtain in the bedroom. There used to be that teal and white curtain over my closet. It's now the same color as these, and the chair and everything. So the curtain over the closet now matches everything. The closet over the curtain now gets draped over the dog cage to give them a little bit more privacy. Kind of makes it feel a little more like home because it's not the cage. It's now kind of enclosed on the sides and on the back. See what I'm saying?
I love how in all the pictures, Scooby looks like he's pointing to the new areas. Like
Scooby
down there.
Even the cat. Oh, I forgot to open the screen for the cat. I might have to kick out for a minute and leave because it's dark, and she likes to come in when it's dark. And she was outside rolling in the dirt a minute ago. Nasty ass cat. And Jazzy Jana in the house tonight. Let's give a shout out to all the members that are in here tonight. Jazzy Jana, Kevin Marr.
What's up?
Let's see. Oh, I did hear from Chris Brown today. Chris Brown tells me that he got his taxes back. He has to fix his truck. He's got a 79 Chevy. It's the only vehicle he's ever owned. He got it when he was 15 from his grandpa in 1989, 2 years after my son was born, who is now 37. So he got that truck 2 years after Chris was born. Wow. It's the only vehicle he's ever had. And he told me that his vehicle was in the shop. He's basically doing the same thing I had to do with mine, getting new shocks, struts, brakes, tires. I mean, just kind of the whole kit and caboodle, as they say. And he said, and after that, he says, we're going to kick a donation over your way to help out with the people. And Dr. Bill Irwin,
love that car to have it that well.
We can't swing Dr. Bill Irwin into a donation. We've tried. It never does any good. Maybe tonight he'll show us some heart. Maybe he'll show us some heart and help one of these kids get a phone, or maybe help Vanessa with the rent or the internet, or just something out of Dr. Bill Irwin. Maybe.
Or in memoriam of Scott Hogger, and
maybe just anything. I think I saw a donation come through from Pasta Tart. So let me take a look here and see what we do have in the donation house so far, if any.
So the one time I met him, he was a dick.
Well, we have a very nice donation, Pasta Tart and the lovely Nicole, who we still haven't seen a picture of yet. We're gonna have to do something about that Pasta Tart.
Yeah, Pasta Tart.
Here we go.
Show us your face.
Oh, okay, here we go. I have instructions with this donation. This came over on the Venmo. This is for the nebulizer. Don't buy the cheapest, you bitch. Don't buy the cheapest. Middle of the road. You need more. Let me know. Transfer it. Okay. I will let Vanessa know that. I will let Vanessa know that, and not to buy the cheapest, and to make sure to get a good one, because Vanessa will be ordering the nebulizer, I think, today. I think she's getting it today. So thank you very much for that. Very nice. We have a donation from Tony. We'll leave it $11 for the phone from Tony Conley. Do we know who that is? Is that your
never heard that name?
You haven't. Well, they did not send it as a friend, so they deducted 33 cents. But so we have a $10.67 donation towards the phone. So thank you much. Now those are the only two donations we have so far. Pasta Tart says to get the good ones. So and I will keep you posted if there's any additional charges on that. I will let you know. And who do we have here? Willis Sudwicks with $1.99. What does it say?
Are you really sponsored by McDonald's?
No, we just throw shit up here for the fuck of it. Yeah, I just randomly pick 4 companies and throw them up. No, we're not sponsored by McDonald's corporate. We're not sponsored by Popeyes corporate, but we did get corporate approval. But the store on Bardstown Road is the one that sponsors this. Main Event is a corporate company. Their guy, Scott, that comes on this show, he works with corporate. It is corporate approved that he's on this show, but we promote his location. We don't necessarily promote the national locations, but their name is up here and it don't hurt them. It doesn't hurt McDonald's anywhere in the world when their logo is seen on this show. Doesn't hurt Popeyes anywhere in the world, but we are paid by the local branches. Bear Nose has 7 stores. Paul RJ says he's good for 20 to help out with the phones. Thank
20
you,
Australian dollar a days.
Well, we appreciate that. But Bear Nose has 7 locations, and it's the owners of Bear Nose that approved the sponsorship of this show. They're the ones I negotiated with. I had Bear Nose on my TV show, the OV of W, and they were one of my original 4 sponsors on OVW TV, and they. But no, we just. So you really just think we just pick 4 fucking companies and throw them up here? I mean, I'd have Ford and BMW and Volvo and just.
I'm telling McDonald's.
If I'm going to make up some shit, I'm going to make up something better than that. Jazzy Jana did send, I think, $35 on Tuesday. I think.
Nice.
Correct me on that amount if I'm wrong, Jazzy Jana. But yeah, Jazzy donated hers on Tuesday, and we appreciate that. As a matter of fact, Jazzy Jana really helped us a lot being able to get some things taken care of on Tuesday. So let me double check those donations again. You know who we're trying to help. And thank you, Pasta Tart, because that's even more than we asked for. You said you were good for the nebulizer. He sent 35 to make sure they get a good one. I don't know anything about nebulizers, so I'm glad you could educate us a little bit on that.
I had childhood asthma, and I can tell you that's a bitch when you're in humidity and you can't breathe. It feels like you're drowning.
Now, Paul, have you already sent your 20? Or are you talking about the 20 you've already sent? That might be what he's talking about. Yeah, because Paul sent 20 like a day or 2 ago. So he might be talking about what he's already sent, because there's nothing new in there. Jazzy said it was an even 30, so I gave her $5 credit.
She deserves it.
Why not? And
how's your eyeballs, Jenna?
Yeah, she told me that she had had the dilution, which I go through when I go to the eye doctor. They put that stuff in your eyes, and you got to have somebody drive you because it's not recommended that you do it.
No, the slightest light is like the sun in your eyes.
So far we have the 35 for them, 11. So we got 44 in the house so far out of the 110 we're trying to raise for Vanessa, and then we're trying to raise 36 to take care of J9E's phone. I don't think I have J9E's picture in here.
A long time ago you put it up, but I can't remember what she looks like.
It's probably been a while. I don't know that we still have her picture in here. I don't even remember if we ever got her a Bolin Girl shirt. I don't think we did. I think I'll run through them real quick. That's Jelly Bean. Everybody knows, of course. Jelly Bean with her jacket. Jelly Bean with her shirt. I don't even know why we show that picture anymore. We shouldn't be doing that. And Jelly Bean's terrace area. Jelly Bean wants to put up some beautiful lights on her terrace. They're only $7. Honey Rose
backyard lights,
string lights that change colors, and Honey Rose got a set of lights for her room. She found out those were about as cheap as just getting a couple of lamps. Actually cheaper. So she put
like up Christmas lights almost.
Yeah, kind of. And she says she just loves them. She said her father saw them and he loved them. And so we're going to see if we can't get her dad a string of lights. They're $6 where she got hers at. The ones Jelly Bean found, I think, were $7. There's little Eunice. Little Eunice again. We'll throw everybody up here that we help. Sweet little Ruby May.
She's
somebody. So she is the cutest little thing. Somebody is what were those? Somebody. She's the human chia pet. Somebody fucking gave her some protein water.
Somebody sprinkled water over the top.
Yeah, somebody sprinkled some protein water on her. She's the human chia pet. She has gone from that to that to that in about 8 or 9
I can't believe right there.
I know. I sent her the picture of Jade Cargill sitting on a sofa wearing a similar outfit with her legs done a similar way. I said, and Jade, I know, has got to be in her 30s, at least. Early to mid 30s. She's 14, won't be 15 until November. When that kid hits about 22, Jade Cargill better look out. And I think she's going to be a professional dancer. She loves singing. Very good at singing and very smart in school. She's an amazing student. And there's sweet little Chinny. She's got her phone now. She's very happy. Says life is a lot easier around their house with what they've got. That's her with her little jacket.
Jade Cargill is 31.
Is she 41? Holy shit.
31.
31. I was going to say, if that's 41. No. Way to go, Brandon Phillips, you son of a bitch. And that is Tessie. Hang on here. I had cheat note. Ashley. That's Ashley. Her name I can never think of. That's Eunice's friend. And then we have Mylene and the only bowling kid in the world. This also a kid that's had some medical issues there for a little bit. Still does. Probably wouldn't hurt to get her some more medication in the near future. I think she's floating on what she's got. Little Art Gel. They haven't asked us for anything recently. I think we got them some rice recently. I'm sure that they're going to need some help probably next week. And also Heart Delos. They have to find a new place to live because the place they're renting now, the sister is coming back. And they have to find a new place to live. So I told her that the show will continue to try to raise at least $30 a month to help them with rent. And she's in the process of looking for something now. But that's Angela's kid, Art Gel. Art Gel being made up for her little school event that she did. That is our sweet little Cheska, who was very sick at that time. Eunice with her jacket one more time. That is Jeanette with her jacket. That is Lena with her jacket. And now it's about 112 down there and ain't nobody wearing their jackets. That's cute little Kenny with his jacket. And I got bad news today. I was not sure if I was allowed to divulge this or not, but from what I understand, it has been made public. But one of those people is not going to be at that event. And the guy putting on the show told me that he knew because I thought I might be being ribbed. So I contacted him first to make sure that it was true. So you know what? We're going to hold off till either the Saturday or the Tuesday show for me to announce who's not coming. But there's one of those people on that screen, and it ain't me, or at least not yet, that's not coming. But I was very disappointed. I got the news during AM Bolin directly from the person. Thought I was being ribbed. And found out that I was not. Because
injury or illness or just a pullout?
A preventive maintenance type of thing. Preventive maintenance. But yeah, one of those people will not be able to join us. And at least as of now. There were some jokes being made that none of us might not make it. None of us might be alive by then. Once again, allow me to point out the only person who posted a current picture. Everyone else has got 40-year-old pictures up there that they had to pull out of a dresser drawer somewhere, shake the rat turds off from it from where the mice have gotten in with it. So
Ricky Morton looked like Tim Horner back there.
Herbie Hancock has overbooked this fucking card. They could have booked me and Sergeant Slaughter and sold it out. Maybe Stan Hansen.
Now I got that damn tune stuck in my head.
Being as we got 44 people in here, I tell you, where are we at on donations? Because I have an announcement to make. And
you said 44 so far.
Yeah, we got 46. And we got $44 in the house. I tell you what I'm going to do. Once we hit, is that Dutch in the hat? That was Dutch in the hat, Dr. Bill. Dr. Bill.
Looking like Billy Jack Haynes.
Sean McAllister in the house. We hadn't seen Sean in forever. How you doing, Sean? I didn't know Sean was with us anymore. I hadn't heard from Sean in a long time. Let me see where we're officially at on donations. Once we hit, where are we at? 44. Once we hit at least 80 of the 110 we need for Vanessa, I will announce the next celebrity coming on this show. Well, I've already kind of told everybody who. John Cena Sr. has given us a date. And as soon as we hit $80 of the 110 we're trying to raise, I will announce when Mr. Cena Sr. will be coming on the show. I'm sure he'll have updates about what's going on in his son's life.
I'm sure.
So far, nobody else has donated. Oh, well. What do you do? What do you do?
Big.
And like I said, Jazzy Jan is already good. Paul RJ donated 20 earlier in the week. As a matter of fact, I remember when his donation
came through, saying hi, Dad.
There's J9E. She's the one that we're trying to raise $36 to get her phone. I told her come hell or high water that we will raise $36 and get her phone by noon today, which will be midnight my time, 12 noon for her. She's already sent me her Gcash information.
So it's tomorrow there right now?
It's tomorrow there right now. It certainly is. It's already Friday there. Plus, I get paid tomorrow. So if I got to pay for it myself, I will. But I'm going to make sure the kids got her phone. A little help from you guys wouldn't hurt. Dr. Bill Irwin. Dr. Bill Irwin, your pants must be the tightest pants in the world because your pockets don't seem to ever pull your wallet out of it.
Them Yosemite Sam pants.
And he never even gives me an excuse. Not that I'm broke or I'm homeless or I'm sitting out in front of a church getting their Wi-Fi. I don't even get that. He just ignores the question. Come on, Dr. Bill. Be a man. Step up here and let's help some of these kids out. I can't do it all by myself. Bobby Bob left us. I ain't got no help from him. I'm going to have to adopt Jelly Bean out, I guess. I can't afford her. You got 2 kids of your own.
I got 2 of my own.
Right. You can't do it.
We'll have an adoption fair.
You're looking to adopt my kid. I can't afford him. What do you do? So, yeah, once we hit 80 of the 110 for Vanessa, and if anyone wants to help me with J9E, we will work. Let's go ahead and put Chris on the back burner because this is looking like it's going to be an uphill battle tonight. We will try to help Chris get her phone either Saturday or next week. Probably won't be next week. And because that's $70 for hers alone. And I did tell her that she's next in line after we get these other projects taken care of. Vanessa kind of hit us out of the blue. We didn't realize that was coming. Neither did she. You can't blame them for that. And I do remember Bob once said that it's a shame that the person that works the hardest in the Philippines has the hardest time getting above water because of all the fucking bad shit that's always happening.
That's how it is.
The girl works her ass off, man. She's always hustling. She's always trying to get jobs and more jobs and sometimes 2 jobs. And I know the feeling. I know the feeling. You get a little above water and then you get $4,000 worth of car repairs. And then all of a sudden you're not above water anymore.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see here. But hi, J9E. Glad you're watching. We do have to kill Facebook now. I don't know how many people.
Kill them.
I don't know. Well, let's not kill the people, but you know what? Give it 5 more minutes because J9E just got here and she knows we're trying to help her get a phone tonight.
See stuff.
I don't know. We can't even see her picture on there, or can we?
Not really. It looks like some
J9E. That's the one. $36 gets the kid a phone.
There's like half her face and a butterfly on her here or something.
Filipinos are weird. They
is that the AI shit?
Oh, I don't even know if it's the AI shit. Some of them will post a picture with one eye showing. I say, why? You got 2 eyes. Show them both. Half a head. So far in the background that you need a magnifying glass to even tell it's human. don't know why they do that.
Perspective shots.
I mean, look at all the gorgeous pictures I want you to see me, God damn it. I want you to see me.
I'm telling you,
So,
I got flawless skin.
Yeah. So let me see if my pleas have here we go. Here we go. We have a little help from the East. What did I say? I said if we get to 80, we got 44. We now have $84 in the house towards the 110 towards Vanessa. We have 40 from Big John Mosier from Kansas City, Missouri.
Big Bad John.
Big John Mosier with $40 for the help. Or Kenny, you can just keep this money and go to Jack in the Box. Okay, I added that part. Don't guess I can go to Jack.
That sounds like a worker's name, doesn't it?
Big John Mosier.
Yeah.
It does sound like a worker name.
I'm picturing him like with jeans and kind of a good.
It does sound like a worker name. So John Mosier. So we've got 80 of the 110 towards the Vanessa help. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make other people help Vanessa.
There you go.
Big John Mosier just bought J9E her phone. That way I get to give him credit, sole credit, because it says for the help.
Yeah.
It says for the help. So that 40 just bought J9E because you're here. You got your phone. You get a phone. You get a phone. Well, only you get a phone. Chinny already got.
You get a phone. None of y'all.
Ruby got her phone repaired. Eunice got her phone. We've been fixing a few phones too. We fixed Honey Rose's phone recently. We fixed Ruby May's phone recently. We fixed Eunice's phone recently. We fixed Eunice's mother's phone recently. But normally the phone repairs are $20 or $30, or you can drop 100, 150 and buy another one. So we've been fixing them. We've been fixing them instead. So, but no, thank you, Big John. And we're going to give John Mosier the full credit for J9E's phone. And so there you go, J9. So I hope you're still watching, sweetie. And you will have your money by noon your time, midnight my time. Trust me, this show ain't going till fucking midnight. And so that way that's taken care of. And maybe we can make it more of a team effort to get Vanessa's situation done. And we can do that today. And we can, if we come up short, we can work on it more on Saturday and make sure she's got everything she needs. The nebulizer, we're going to order that today. We ain't got time to wait on the nebulizer. Yeah. We can talk to the landlord to give us a day or two to get the rent in. We can do that. And the internet, I think officially we've got till the 30th to pay the internet. So we've got a little time on the internet. We got a little bit of time on the landlord. They said they'd give us a couple days. And but the nebulizer, as a matter of fact, I've already told her to order it because it's going to take a day or two to get it. And so the nebulizer has been ordered. And I think Vanessa knows enough to get a decent one. But if they get it and they're not happy with it, I think it's got like a 30-day return policy on it. So we should be good. Breaking out the good stuff. I've been drinking off-brand a lot. I've been hoarding my name brand shit, but tonight.
Oh, yeah, I got mine too.
So what are we about? How deep? We're almost 40 minutes into the show. T-Maker.
38 in.
T-Maker, T-Maker, the rent for Vanessa is $40 and the internet is $50. And we already had a sponsor take care of the nebulizer. And so we're $90 shy total on taking care of Vanessa's deal. Doctor.
Is that €2? 2 pounds?
I thought Dr. Bill was local. No wonder he don't donate.
Huh.
He doesn't even know what he just donated.
It's like €2, I believe.
Another den, another dollar. Another day. Well, almost. I don't even know what that translates to. But hey, it's something to the good. But yeah, the rent is 40 and the internet is 50. And so whatever you can do obviously is greatly appreciated because T-Maker made the big donation recently, surpassed his biggest donation ever. He did that a week or two ago.
Hey, you know what? €2 is $2.13 US.
Hey, there we go. God damn it, we're off and running now. if all 4,600 subscribers we got donated $2.13, we wouldn't have to ask anybody for jack shit. We'd have that going for us. So, but no, thank you very much for that. And J9E, if you would like
to, how about that?
Well, I can't see it because it's yellow.
It says $20 from the Bone Collector.
Hey, we hadn't seen Bone Collector in forever.
Good amount of months.
California money. Bone Collector, how you been doing? I lost the run of my. Yeah. So I did not realize the euro was more money than ours because the Australian money loses about 30% when they donate.
How much did he donate?
Canada money loses a little bit when they send over here. Paul RJ donated 20 from Australia. Okay. And we got 20 from Bone Collector. We don't get many of those in here.
So RJ gave us $12.81.
Vampiros Underground, that's a little big name. 13 months as a member. And I hardly ever see you in here. You've been a member for 13 months and you never say anything.
Some people do that Phantom of the Opera type thing.
I guess. Maybe Vampiros will make a donation tonight. You never know. Let me check, see what we got in the house. We have oh my. We have help from the East.
Oh yeah?
The Tea Maker. Ain't playing around. Basically, being as he's taking care of a couple of things here, this will now free us up to try to get Chris taken care of on her phone.
Nice.
Rent and internet are taken care of. Rent and internet's taken care of. So we've got a $100 challenge from the Tea Maker.
Wow.
And now if we can just get 70 for Chris's phone, we got everything taken care of tonight. J9E taken care of.
The currency changes so far. We have 176.
That was awfully nice. No, I got to take that back. Tea Maker says, you know what? Fuck her rent. Fuck her internet. Kenny, you go to Jack in the Box for life.
I would not fucking doubt that.
Whoa!
It would be.
Who the hell is this?
Pardon me?
I said I would not fucking doubt that you would go to Jack in the Box for life, rather than pay Vanessa's freaking
that he sent me $100 to go to Jack in the Box.
Then that would probably not last you. That might last you a week, not life. As long as you only live for a week, you'll be fine.
Just pop the cold.
I only go to Jack in the Box about once a month.
We'll see.
So how you been, stranger? Howdy, Ben Cartwright. Are we on the Ponderosa? Or are we on your property?
So I've been getting hounded.
Hate mail you've been getting?
I have been getting hounded by people saying, Bob, are you going to respond to the crap that Kenny Bolin is saying?
Oh, I don't think anybody said that.
That's the exact
crap.
Well, no, they were actually not saying crap. They said shit.
Oh, they said shit.
I just don't like to talk.
There goes
like
the
that.
monetization. There it goes.
Yeah, there goes the money. Right. So they said, are you going to respond to the shit that Kenny Bolin has been talking about you? And I'm like, what have I don't said? Care. What do I care about what Kenny Bolin says?
What have I said?
And I said, what do I care? And they go, no, he's been saying all kinds of shit about you. And I'm like, Jason, what the hell is he saying?
Have I said any shit about Bob?
Not that I remember.
No, I actually
sounds like I got other shit.
Came back.
I'm saying shit.
Reading these messages, and I finally said, Jason, what did he say about me?
Yeah, Jason, what did I say?
And he says, you're just going to have to watch the shows. So I sat through ungodly amounts of ear-bleeding shows.
Like Chris Collinsworth for the film.
Oh, wait a minute. Because little Bobby Bob wasn't on the show.
God.
Ear-bleeding to sit there and watch.
So let me just clarify a few things. One, yes, I do get upset when my Rangers lose, but at least it wasn't to a shit team like the Reds.
We did sweep.
If they had lost to the Reds, then I might have left the show. But that's not enough to make me walk out. And number two, no, I did not get mad that Michigan Mike asked button-pushing questions, knowing he was just pushing buttons to cause you to
We've had people do that. We've had people do that in here before.
No, I didn't get mad that I was being continuously interrupted. Still, I'm used to that. God
How
knows.
could I possibly interrupt you when my name's on the show? How could I possibly interrupt you?
See, it doesn't matter if your name is on the show.
I think it matters.
Interruption still occurs. Whether you think it's justified or not, that doesn't mean it's not still an interruption.
Who was it that was once on the show that said, "Please pardon me for interrupting you"?
That
would be Al Snow.
I knew
That's
somebody.
how famous it is. And then there was Eric Bischoff, who comes on. And says, I thought I was here to be a guest on the show, not to listen to you tell stories about yourself.
Thought fucking wrong, didn't he?
I guess he did. Anyway, I don't care. I know that you don't like Trump. I know
lunch
that
money.
First time somebody says,
I told you it was Jack in the Box. I'm not interrupting. I'm just pointing out something. I told you it was lunch money. He wants me to go to Jack in the Box. There it is.
It's his lunch money, not your lunch money. Learn to read, my friend.
I learned to read. I read it just as it says. Go ahead. Keep rambling. You're here. I'll give you your say.
So, no, I did not get mad that Mike pushed your buttons. I didn't even get mad that you rambled on for like 20 or 30 minutes while me and Coltrane are sitting here like human bobbleheads waiting for you to take a breath. What made me mad was that you asked a question.
Yes.
Hey, did you send Michigan Mike a link? Now, you wouldn't stop for enough seconds for me to answer it, but then you took a breath. Intake. I thought, oh my God, he's inhaling. I can actually answer his question. So I start to say, I sent him a link on Facebook. But before I could even get out, I sent him, it was like, shut up. Why are you interrupting me? This is my show. What are you doing here? That might be a little bit of exaggeration. Tiny.
I was getting ready to say, if we have the ability to rack up the tape and to show me doing what he just did, that I will certainly say, well, Bobby Bob, I apologize.
You might want to apologize then, bro. I remember it just like that.
I think you exaggerated that situation.
The shock at Kenny doing an apology has made my headphones quit.
Damn, I don't
jump right off your head.
Bill Irwin's taking credit for your return because of his $2.13 donation.
What a freaking unbelievable. I
think he exaggerated just a little bit of that reaction.
So did anybody say that Coltrane was sending his people after you or anything like that?
Send anything after me other than harassing me. Bob, come back because I can't stand being on here by Kenny on myself. Oh my God, I can't.
All I know is that Baby Jara is in need.
I know that Baby Jara is in need because I was given, even though I didn't respond, I read all the crap that you said. So
Baby Jara has a lot of requests. Yes. So
Baby Jara's request.
Yes.
I have to tell you,
Baby Jara has
been taken care of.
Oh, did you take care of Baby Jara?
Baby Jara has.
Oh,
hello, Kenny.
Look at that. That is amazing. Little Baby Jara. That's a good looking bedroom. That's a good looking bedroom right there.
Baby Jara asked for this by name.
But she did.
But that's what I've been told.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
Happy Rose Underground Hopscotch
Champ. Can I see that again? That's an amazing looking. Good look at that. Where's Baby Jara? I guess Baby had to step out and take the picture, right?
Apparently, Baby Jara took the picture. Yes.
Yeah, Baby took the picture. Baby Jara's got a nice camera there. It looks like.
You're waking up in the middle of the night after a nightmare and seeing all that shit.
Oh, God.
Jana wants all the stuffed kitties. Throw that back up one more time. I want to do a little math. That's about 20, 40, 60, maybe 30, 60, 90. There's about $400 worth of kitty around that bed.
Probably
I see at least 11.
You know what? I thought that was a picture of a giant kitty. That's a fucking real kitty.
It's a giant kitty.
Yeah.
I thought it was all this time you've had that up. I thought that was a picture of a big kitty. That's a real fucking kitty. There's $1,000 worth of kitty sitting there.
Life-size kitty.
That's a life-size kitty.
1, 2, 3.
Baby Jara needs to scale back just a little bit.
Baby Jara, goddamn Baby Jara.
She's got 11 in there.
Baby Jara must got a job somewhere.
Yeah, Baby Jara.
Jara the Explorer.
Either that or Jelly Bean.
I'm going to ask you to throw it up one more time. I think I see an enhancement we could make to that. Could I possibly get the kitty whiskers on my? Yeah. Could I get some kitty whiskers?
That could be done.
Maybe a little pink bow in my crown.
That can be done.
Yeah, Jenna, that's what I'm talking about. Imagine waking up and seeing that thing
no
staring
wonder
at you.
Jenna wants those animals. There's a goddamn college fund sitting there.
You could probably, if you had the big one, you could use it to scare off burglars.
Scare me off.
Well, you see what one cow did. You see one cow in my window back there, right?
No, because there's a picture up in the wall.
Well, yeah, that's the wrong picture.
Okay. How about that?
Okay, yeah, it's dark, but see, one cow's got a collar.
How about this? There's the picture.
There we go. There goes daylight. Oh,
there's a dog in your window.
How much is that little Labrador in the window? Scooby keeping an eye on one cow. Do you see that?
Why do all my animals look just like yours?
Because you're a copycat, apparently.
So you got one cow, and one cow's got Choco's old collar on. And you would be amazed how many people think that dog is real. There have been people watch the show think that that's a well-behaved dog. Well, he's a good watchdog. He's a good watchdog. He's doing his job. So that's Choco laying back there with the big white paws by the computer chair. Two Cow, that's his favorite spot when he's sleeping on the carpet. He wants to sleep. Mylene's in the house.
Hey,
he wants to sleep between my recliner. And did you notice how I put some teal into the recliner? I wasn't going to. And I'd love to do my ottoman that way, but because those 4 ports on the top are removable, the only way I can cover the ottoman and change colors of it is to cover the whole thing. And then if I need to remove those 4 ports, and I do store a lot of stuff in there I need, I'd have to remove that cover every fucking time. So, but I would love to cover the base. So if Bob and his crack research team, if he's over his rant, can figure out if there's a base cover, and it's 31 inches, I'll tell you now, that ottoman is 31 inches square. If there's a way to cover the base and leave the ports open, I'd do that. And I'd make it either black. I'd make it either black or teal.
That couch almost looks like crushed velvet.
The chair's crushed velvet.
Right. So yeah,
the base of the chair, couch, and sofa are crushed velvet. The backs of it, believe it or not, are inexpensive curtains. I did all that for $31.
Oh, that you could have fed Filipinos with, apparently.
I could have fed Filipinos with that $31, but I knew the tea maker was going to get me some Jack in the Box.
I bet if you hadn't spent $200 on Kenny Bolin memorabilia, you might have had some money for them too.
Oh, let's add that up. That picture was drawn by the great Simon Williams of Wales, Marvel Comics artist. That cost me $15 at Vistaprint. Bolin Club, $15. Bolin Alley, that was $12. And then there's another. Look at the Fish House logo on my curtains. That is amazing.
Isn't that beautiful?
I didn't know that I had the Fish House logo put onto the curtains. I wonder why I didn't do it with the other one.
Probably only had one logo.
Fish House must be honored to be the only logo on my curtains. They must feel real good about that. As a matter of fact, Bob, let me.
I like how you put StreamYard up on your wall too.
Well, StreamYard. Yeah, I love the StreamYard. Hang on, I'm blowing that up full size, Bob. I'm going to get a screenshot and send this to Fish House and tell them that I put their logo on my curtain. So hang on, I'm full screen right now. I'm getting my screenshot. This is going to get me some free fish. Oh, wait a minute. I'll already get free fish.
That's the most important thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, somebody's got to eat. If I ain't going to feed the Filipinos,
cheesecake crumbs.
If I ain't going to feed the Filipinos, somebody's got to eat. That Fish House logo looks good on teal, wouldn't you? That'd be a good looking shirt, Bob. Teal shirt with a Fish House logo on it.
It's too bad they don't have a spring store like you do.
Yeah, they need one. They need one. There you go. Oh, and look at there. The Fish House logo's right up there in the corner, right where my curtains were.
So amazing. I know that the demand for the Hello Kitty products is probably
through the roof right now.
It's like Beanie Babies in the 90s.
Are calling 800 numbers right now, figuring out how the fuck do we get that 200-pound Hello Kitty doll?
Well, I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. Yeah,
but I can tell you that they can go online and order the Hello Kitty blanket.
Oh, there it is. That's the fleece blanket. How much? Oh, it's only $100.
Only $100.
Goodbye.
No, $99.99.
Jesse Jam will get one of those. And there's the pillow. You got to have a pillow to lay your head on.
Or bath towels.
Well, you got to bathe. You got to bathe off after you work up.
Yeah, you can put Kenny all over your body. You can lay on him.
You can lay on me. You can cover up with me. You can towel off with me.
Rub them all over your face.
Well, you can do that.
$25
jelly bean
shirt, a measly $28.99 for the pillow.
Yeah, measly.
Beautiful towels for $25.
God damn, can you get a whole set of those? Can you get like a set of 6 hand towels, rags?
$125. Actually, if you buy 6, I'll make a coupon in the store that you can save $10.
Save $10 on your towels, if you want to get a set.
And I'll give you a coupon code.
I mean, one towel would be impressive, but if you had 6.
Yeah, and then if you want a blanket, now this blanket is 60 by 80, so that's pretty good.
Oh, that's full size, right?
Yeah, that's a curtain. Yeah, so 60 by 80, right? That's a full size blanket there.
You know what, Bob? You might have inspired me. I might turn my chair into a Hello Kenny chair. 60 by 80 is what's on there right now.
Well,
I might have to make the center chair a Hello Kenny.
All right, folks. Instead of paying Vanessa's rent, send $100 so Kenny can buy.
Yeah, send $100 so I can redo the living room again, because I've had this looking like this for like 3 days now. I'm getting bored.
I know it's my due.
What the hell is on your TV screen? Are you paying Tetris or something?
That's MLB The Show.
That looks like Tetris.
And
I can't believe I remember Tetris from 2002.
Yeah, I'm in a mode where I'm trying to conquer a map. So get out of that mode, and
I see that.
A little bit of Blue Jays there on the background.
Little Blue Jays. They've been playing some decent ball lately, from what I understand.
Yes.
And hey, congratulations to my Cincinnati Reds for snapping Seattle out of their slump. They went up there and handed them
to go in
swept the White Sox, and who would have expected anything else? And then we go to Seattle. Ellie Della hit his 5th home run of the year last night. And three Mariners hit home runs. Four Mariners hit home runs in 2 days. Every fucking one of them their first home run of the year. Well, we can't homer off anybody else. Thank God Reds pitching's in town.
Yep. So Pop Tart and Jazzy Jan are now being fashion consultants.
Talking to each other. There is plenty of beige in there, though.
Offset the tail. Well, it was beige before it wasn't. Bob, we don't have any pictures of the beige days, do we?
I was 45 before I was 46.
We have a donation from Jay Walker. Sounds like a fake name, but it ain't.
Give me J.J. Walker.
King, it's Jay Walker.
There's the beige days. There you go.
You and Coltrane got a kick out of Mama Kusa. Yeah, I did.
There's the beige.
I sent several super chats even recently. We spoke about my love of your epic promo. Yeah, okay, I remember that, Jay Walk.
We all love Kenny's promos.
So that was Mama Kusa.
Thank you, Mama Kusa, Vampirosa, whatever.
Okay. So Vampirose is Jaywalks, is what you're saying.
Vampirose is
instead of saying Vampirose, who the hell is that? How about also saying the word PayPal as well, my brother? That makes absolutely zero sense.
Because if you look back up here, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Bobby Bob comes back and drops the mic. Oh, King, PayPal.
Oh, okay. Oh, now I didn't know. I mean, I don't know these things. Context. You tell me.
These comments, they flow along, right?
Oh, we have an update.
You know what? You and I can meet offline, and we'll have this producer training class, and I'll show you.
We should do that for like the weeks that go by that you don't show up. We know what to do.
Well, you know what? If it keeps up, it might be more.
And my other co-host that goes weeks at a time without showing up,
or when he does. It shows up late.
I feel like America should sing my theme song. I've been on a podcast with a co-host with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain.
Thank you.
But on my podcast, I can't remember your name because there ain't nobody to give me no pain. Nah.
John
Mosier has donated another 30 on top of the 40 already.
Right, so John Mosier has. Let's just go over these.
John Mosier says, Kenny, it sounds like you're. John Mosier says it looks like you're low on Jack in the Box money. Here's some more.
So why don't you go over all those donations and I'll write them all down.
I have 177.94 so far.
Let's do that. Here we go. Nicole, the lovely, sexy Nicole. We're just gonna have to take her word for it. $35. That was exclusively nebulizer money. Then we have $11 from Tony Conley. I don't know who that is in here. If you'd like to identify yourself, thank you. They did not donate as a friend. We got hit with a 33-cent fee, but I will pay that.
So kind of you. Take it out of your Jack in the Box.
Take it out of my Jack in the Box. now I can't get a straw. Thanks. John Mosier, $40. For the help, it says. For Jack in the Box. John Mosier followed that up with another 30. That's for Vanessa. It does say, I got to be honest. It says for Vanessa. Hang on here. And then the Tea Maker covering the rent and the internet for Vanessa. Thank you, Tea Maker. It was very sweet of you to do that. And
pasta tart is basically the food you eat when you're drunk or high. Really greasy, really.
Is that what it is?
Oh,
and
yeah.
then Jay Walker with $15. So
they actually they market to high people. There's the Munchie Pack at midnight.
Netflix adds 9.33 million subscribers, blowing past estimates to reach nearly 270 million total. What is Netflix showing that anybody gives a shit about right now? Because I do not have Netflix, and I'm on there for a brief second.
They're getting ready for Raw.
Is that what it is? Well,
they're going to pull heels on there, too.
They ain't getting my fucking money a year early for Raw. I am interested to see if the language is going to go wherever.
I've heard that they're going to try to maintain a PG-13.
A bit of a PG-13 feel? Well, I disagree with that.
Deal.
If you're going to be on Netflix, fuck it. Fuck it.
No, I think there's going to be a few more. I don't think it's going to go way off the boards.
You know what I would do?
Live events on there too, or
you know what I would do, and you can do this. You can do this. First hour, 8 to 9, because you know they're not going to come on till 8 o'clock. 8 to 9 PG, 9 to 10 PG-13, 10 to 11 rated R. See which one gets the biggest ratings. Do 3 different ratings: PG for 8 to 9, PG-13 for 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 10 to 11 rated R. Why not?
PLEs are going to stay on Peacock until that contract expires, which is another full year to go.
Oh, wait, who's staying on Peacock?
The premium events, the pay-per-views.
Oh, really? So Netflix does not get the pay-per-views for 4 more years?
No, for at least one more
year.
One more year. Okay.
Full year, right after the
full year. Okay. Okay. I thought you said
full year. I mean, depending.
I would imagine if those go to Netflix, those are going to be like a TVMA type of thing.
Yeah, and I would think that. I don't know. I think going to Netflix. Excuse me. 2 years ago, I would have thought that was being a mistake. To put
I tried to give $2. I'll give more later. Thank you, Billy Sellers.
He didn't.
I tried or I did.
No, he tried. He gave $1 earlier.
Oh,
is he the one that gave the euros? Who did that?
No, that was Dr. Bill.
That was Dr. Bill Irwin did that.
So I would have thought that going to Netflix for pay-per-views would have been a mistake 2 years ago, but the way Netflix has, I mean, it's basically in every home in America practically. I would say
everyone of them but mine, apparently.
Yeah, everyone but yours.
Really, I'm the guy. You got Netflix?
Well, they broke down on password sharing, so I don't know how you're going to get it ever again. So,
how much is Netflix a month? I think I can solve this problem.
It's $17.
Like $16, I believe.
Who out there has
$77 a month?
Jaywalk sent $15. Jaywalks, can I use your money and Dr. Bill Irwin's money to buy my Netflix for this month? Can I do that?
Because then you can do research that we can talk about.
I don't want to take away from the $170 I've made in Jack in the Box money tonight. I don't want to do that.
You need to be able to do research to talk about.
You know, there's trolls out there right now. Bolin's pocketing $170 from Jack in the Box. It's going to be $190 before I'm done. So calm down. I'm going to eat me some goddamn Jack in the Box. And you know I'm going to hit Jazzy Jana up for about $34 for Jack in the Box. You know that's coming, right, Jazzy? The curly fries are the best.
It is expensive there, though. That's the only bad thing.
Depends on what you get.
Where? Jack in the Box?
Yeah.
Some of the shit. Tacos.
Not if you go there and eat tacos.
Well, not those, no. But if you want like a burger, fries, and a drink, you're looking at like damn near $13.
No, if you
where can you get a good burger, fries, and a drink for under $13 these days?
Not
other than Rowley's.
Not
no, even at Rowley's. Yeah.
McDonald's. I'm loving it.
For a
McDonald's,
burger,
if you get a real burger, fries, and a drink at McDonald's, it's over $13.
If you get a regular hamburger or a regular cheeseburger, then
a regular, yeah. But I'm talking about
a Big Mac or
I'm talking about quarter pounder with cheese.
Get a Mac, quarter pounder of any kind.
Premium hamburger.
Yes.
But you get like I went to Whataburger and they have the kids burger. They call it a Just a Burger. Kids burger's $5.
What?
Hey, that's
what happened to the money?
That's ridiculous.
So much for $1, right?
Well, Wendy's doesn't do that 5 for $5 shit anymore. It's like 5 for $8.99 or something.
5 for $500.
Big shout out to John Mosier tonight. That was $70 out of donations out of John Mosier tonight.
He almost accounted
170 came out of 2 people. Yeah, 170 came out of 2 people. John Mosier and the maker of tea.
Well, and
I didn't get to have dinner with the tea makers. He got called back to work early, so I didn't even give him his free Popeyes this time. Maybe the next time.
Dang it, tea maker.
Dang it, tea maker. Tea maker, give me some advance notice next time you're in town, and we're off to the. He loves the biscuits at the Popeyes.
Now, Jana's upset. Jana has.
It was about almost a year ago they stopped.
Jana's going to start.
Wendy's does not have 4 for $4 no more.
No, it was sticker shock because they had it one day and then the next week I went, it was gone.
Remember the story I told you about a couple of weeks ago? What I went through at Wendy's. I called their corporate office, made a report. They told me I was going to get a $25 gift certificate for what I got put through there. When the guy in the drive-thru had to, I ain't seen dick from Wendy's yet. It's been 2 weeks. At least
they decided not to go with their on-demand pricing, where they're
they backed out of that like the next day. Yeah,
that lasted about 24 hours.
Trump, by the way, Trump has lost $7 billion in his stock market since it opened. It went. I think he peaked at $9 billion and he's lost $7 billion since. I mean, if you want to feel sorry for somebody that lost, $7 billion and still, but they said it could be worth even way less than the $2 billion if he has to wait the whole 6 months. You talk about a manipulated stock. I thought AMC was fucked. I had Whataburger for lunch today. Well, there you go. I didn't have Jack in the Box today because Bob bitching and everything. Going to Jack in the Box.
Telling the trolls all about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe the trolls would donate some money to help me go to Jack in the Box. I know they love me deep down inside. Maybe they want me to go to Jack in the Box. Maybe they think
every mile.
Maybe they think $170 is not enough to go to Jack in the Box.
Want to go to Jack in the Box.
Coltrane said it's expensive.
They want you to go to Jack in the Box because they're hoping you'll have a heart attack and fall over.
But like I said, if you get the munchie meal, that's.
Can you imagine the mass suicides in this country the trolls would go through if I were to drop dead? They would have nothing else to live for. That's the last thing they want. Well, it's like people, Bolin, do you hope Trump dies? Well, what am I going to get worked up about if that happens?
At least one show would probably have to go off the air because they have
nothing to copy.
Oh, they'd have to shut down. They would have to come back under a new name or something. Yeah, at least one.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, as soon as I get clearance to announce who is not coming to Evansville, because I don't know that it's been made public or not. And if nobody in here knows, maybe it has not.
I don't know anything.
Bob, before you got all hot at me and pissed and everything, you were talking about coming to. Don't roll your eyes at me, son. You're only 1,000 miles away. Be careful, boy. Be careful.
Walk off this show any second. So just.
And what's that going to do for anybody? You're just going to rile everybody back up again. Everybody
like George Steinbrenner and Billy Martin. Man.
When I come back, you've got over $200 in donations. So
yes,
I got to leave and then come back. Well, the people will finally start donating.
Could you take a couple more weeks off so we can rustle a little money?
I would be freaking happy.
A little money in here. I'd be happy to. That's kind of hurtful to everybody. I mean, we got $2 out of Dr. Bill Irwin. That's like 200
and 13 cents.
And 13 cents. I didn't know that there was a country that could send us money, and then we made more money than what they sent us. I didn't know there was a country. Yeah, I didn't. Because everyone else, we lose about 30% of whatever they send us. A couple of countries send us money, and we owe them money. Wait, I owe you $8 now. How's that fucking work? Can you just take your money back? I don't want to have to owe you money. Pasta Tart says they did miss you. I had other people wrote me some ridiculous shit like Bob adds a lot to the show. Come on.
Yeah, I had one person wrote to me and said, Bob, are you going to come back? And I'm like, I can't. I don't know. I haven't decided. And they're like, okay, it's okay. You know, I won't tell anybody. I'm like, I haven't freaking decided. It doesn't mean it's not some kind of little game I'm playing here.
Yeah. Oh, and I was still getting messages. Are y'all working us? I said, what is there to work? He's either going to do the show or he ain't.
Payoff?
I don't.
Yeah. What? It's like me and Cornette. Me and Cornette are in a 7-year angle now. What's the payoff? It's cost both of us a lot of money.
Appreciate that.
It's cost both of us a lot of money. What is the payoff for me and Jimmy not doing each other's shows for 7 years?
It's the pay-per-view that you do that you charge $50 a pop.
Well,
have more sales than
I should go knock on his door and say, Jimmy, just put all the shit aside. You wished me dead. I said you're a racist. both were true.
AEW. Have you seen that they're actually drawing like less than the Oakland A's?
No. I've heard that in 20,000 seat arenas they've been lucky to put 3,000 in there.
It's like the first 3 rows may be filled up.
And then because they go long, right? Because they do Dynamite or Collision or whatever show they're doing.
Collision, the show made exclusively for CM Punk.
Then they tape that next show, right? So like they do so they do the Wednesday show, and then after that's over, they tape the Friday show.
And it's like when Raw was doing 4 shows and the houses were empty.
You start draining out at the end.
Show, and then they tape Ring of Honor after that.
Oh my God.
So Tony Khan,
Ring of Honor?
And who's stand for that?
Ring of Honor airing, and why isn't that the Collision show?
I'm surprised they don't have. I think they're doing it Ring of Honor on YouTube. But
okay.
I saw a whole show on Saturday.
I saw a tape.
Collision should be the Ring of Honor show. Punk's gone. The show was made for him.
Ring of Honor.
At least make Ring of Honor seem like it's got some value.
I mean, NXT is more important than Ring of Honor right now.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to agree. Oh, hell yeah. I would totally agree with that.
I would saw totally a tape or a video of a tape.
But I'm going to be honest with you. The only reason I watch NXT is for what's her name? Lash
LaRue.
I watch for her and I watch for Otis.
Otis.
Now that's the entertaining reasons to watch the show.
I will watch NXT premium live events, like when they.
Oh, who's the blonde I love on there so much? That's with the group that I hate. I hate the school. What's the school?
Oh no, yeah, the something university or
now. Chris likes the school. I don't like the school, but I love the blonde who's having differences with him. I like her.
I don't like the group.
No clue who you're talking
about. And I tell you who else
I
love. Who's the little Spanish girl?
Zelina Vega. No, I know her.
Well, she's Puerto Rican.
Is it Raquel something or other?
No, she's
not Raquel.
She's a champion and she turned heel recently. Perez.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I just can't remember her name.
Yeah. What's Perez's name?
Not Rosa. Is it Rosa Perez?
I don't think it's Rosa. Is it Rosa Perez? Somebody in here know?
Ain't that
the Perez girl on NXT?
We don't know the champion's name.
Turned heel recently. She's cute as hell and very good. And I liked her as a babyface, but I'm starting to like her a little bit as a heel too.
The current NXT Women's Champion is Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Perez. Yeah, that's it. Roxanne Perez. I like Roxanne Perez. And I tell you another one I like that I see a little potential with. I don't like the girl with the pink hair who wants to cheat in every match and then her partner doesn't like it.
Oh, Candice LeRae. That's who I was talking about.
Okay. Is she the brunette?
Candice LeRae is the one with the colored hair.
Okay, I don't like that one. I like the brunette that's with her that's mad that she's cheating all the time.
Andy Hartwell.
I like Hartwell.
Yeah.
I think there's some potential with Little Miss Hartwell.
They had put her with Dexter at one point. I didn't see the program, but I don't quite understand how that works.
Yeah. This is a character I never quite got.
My microphone is covering part of my pretty face. I'm sorry about that. There we go. That should fix that.
What are you saying, Bob? Dexter
Loomis? He was the guy that was like just stared all the time. Like,
yeah, kidnapped Miz like 3 or 4 times.
So I never quite got that character.
Put on my rose colored glasses.
Stone Cold Austin vibe to him when I first saw him, but then he just kept doing the. I never.
Like
what's his name?
Kidnapper,
what's his name? I don't even know if I know who you're talking about.
Dexter
Loomis.
He was.
I got no use for Dexter Loomis at all.
Yeah.
None. doesn't sell me dick. But if he was selling dick, I might negotiate a price.
It'd have to be a tiny portion.
I mean, it'd have to be a good deal. I mean, I got a little Jack in the Box money.
There you go.
We talked about anything. So yeah, the last project we're working on right now is little Chris's phone. And what was the total? What did y'all come up with?
I had 177.
170, 180. We've got 215 with the and that's not counting what was in the room here. The YouTube, there's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 20 Canadians about $14 US. So about $20.
Oh, I have an update and a correction. I just sent 40 for help. I sent 30 more. I'm from Wichita, Kansas, Kenny.
That's fine. It's Kansas.
And my name is J.M. Steele.
I thought it was John Moser.
My name was J.M. Steele.
Too.
Oh, you know what? That must be his working.
No, apparently he was in wrestling. I didn't know that. And his ring name was J.M. Steele. I didn't know. I honestly never knew that he was in wrestling.
Now, who is this?
John Moser.
Oh, the one I said sounded like a wrestler.
Yeah, John Moser Steele.
You should just use your suit name, man.
I like his real name better than J.M. Steele. Because there's been a few Steels, you know. There's been a few of those. Big John Stud, Big John Moser. But no, so I did not know that he was a former wrestler. I didn't know that. And but yeah, he was good for $70, and he is from Wichita, Kansas, not Kansas City, Missouri, as I stated earlier.
It's near it's close.
John, Big John Moser, don't you ever fucking correct me again on where you live.
Yes, there
we go. Donald Flowers.
You were from Oklahoma, damn it.
Oh, this will get somebody blocked. This is bullshit.
What's that?
Flowers, you're on what's called thin ice around here, son.
Uh-oh.
Donald Flowers writes, man, Bob had a great rant.
It wasn't a rant. It was me speaking from the heart, Donald.
Bob had a great rant. Bob had a great rant going. To read it is
whatever. Then he stopped. Then he stopped talking because Kenny interrupted him again.
Did not. I just shut you up because you were speaking a lot of untruths. It was like a Donald Trump post press conference. You had you had your own vision of things that I didn't care for. I think we should have unlimited challenges to the jury. By the way, even though they were told at the start it's 10. Now, if it's murder, do you know how many challenges you get if you're on a murder trial?
12.
It's 10 million. Not 2. I don't know.
No, you don't get 10 million.
13.
20. Huh. If it's a murder trial, you get 20 challenges. If it's whatever bullshit they got Trump on right now, it's 10. But Trump for this thing, unlimited. We should be. You know what they do? We're not going to put anybody on the jury. If we don't have a jury, we can't have a trial. So they would just disqualify everybody. That is the dumbest fucking thing you could ever give anybody. Is unlimited challenges. But now, even for murder in New York, it's 20. And for whatever Trump is on his stand, they knew that going into it. And he goes out and goes, we thought we had unlimited challenges. What the hell? So yeah, jury seating got a lot easier once those challenges were expired on both sides. So there you go.
He's the only person I know that jumps into every game not knowing the rules.
Can you imagine that dumb fuck sitting in that courtroom for 8 hours?
Ugh.
No attention span whatsoever. He's fallen asleep twice. The pictures that the courthouse reporter drew, everybody thinks they're just hateful memes. No, it's what the courthouse reporter drew. Well, there he sits. I got 20 minutes to draw this, at least, maybe 30. He said his attorney kept handing him notes, and he wasn't seeing them, and he got startled. Woke up, and he had all these notes that in front of him he hadn't read. So, yeah, he's great. Let's see. Big John Moser says he loves me. I appreciate that. We love you too, man. And you were a tremendous help for us tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank you, John. Seriously. That's great. Thank you, teammate.
Eunice's motor. Get this, Bob. You'll never guess this. Eunice's motorcycle is leaking gas.
Oh,
she couldn't figure out why the gas was coming, why her gas mileage was sucking. The neighbor discovered, and he showed the parts that needed to be replaced, and there was something involved that was causing the gas to leak. I said, we just paid your mechanic to inspect the motorcycle, replaced your light, checked your tires. He couldn't figure out that there was a fucking gas leak, but that was the Calbiog mechanic. But apparently the new mechanic in a new city, we can't reveal the city they're in because they're in hiding from a piece of shit. One moment. Get me a price on what the repairs are to fix the gas leak. All right. It's not normally too bad on these motorcycle repairs, especially for something. It's not normally
not
too
for the
bad.
first 200 of them.
Well, I mean, if you add up all 200 repairs, they add up quite a bit. But yeah, I'm your lifeline. Mechanics need money. Well, Bolin will pay something to get these motorcycles fixed. So Jelly Bean has been reasonably easy on us on motorcycle repairs lately. We've almost got 2 weeks.
Been really quiet recently, so yeah. I'm a little. Well, of course, that's because Baby Jar is doing all the talking now.
Well, wait till Baby Jar gets out there and grabs those handles and starts going up and down the roads with her Hello Kenny backpack. Do we have the backpack in the store yet?
We don't have the backpack in the store yet.
Do we have the availability to have backpacks?
Actually,
you got to be kidding me. We actually could do backpacks.
Might be able to do backpacks.
Oh my God! Well, that one I didn't know. I know about. Because the one thing I hate when I set out on my lovely porch here in the Cherokee Triangle, there's one group of people that irk me, and I don't know why. Grown men that wear backpacks. There's something about that irks me. It just makes me want to go up and slap them and say, "Get out of fucking high school, bitch! You're 40. You're going to a fucking corporate office. Get a duffel bag. Get a briefcase like a man."
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Grown ass men.
I thought you meant riding bikes. I was like, you kind of might need
that.
No,
I get it on that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to encourage my son to get one because he doesn't have a storage thing on his cycle. So he should have a backpack for when he's traveling up and down the roads.
She's talking about like the corporate yuppies walking down
I'm
the
talking
street.
about these corporate yup fucks. There's a new yup fucks.
Yup fucks.
You like that? These corporate yup fucks that go up and down the
t-shirt.
Cherokee Triangle, getting out of their Mercedes Benz, wearing a goddamn backpack, wearing a 3-piece suit.
Yeah,
what the fuck? I mean, of all the shit Cornette rants about, can I bitch about corporate yup fucks and backpack? At least it ain't racist, even though it normally is privileged white fucks. Never seen a black man in a 3-piece suit get out of a Mercedes with a backpack. Never seen it once. White people all the time. There were people wanting me to rant about something tonight. All right. You white privileged motherfuckers running around in your goddamn 3-piece suits and your goddamn Mercedes-Benz vehicles, getting out of your vehicle with a fucking backpack. You're not a goddamn teenager. You're not a child. You're not in the 9th goddamn grade. You're not on your way between buildings between high school and middle school. You work in a corporate fucking office. Yet you see the goddamn, you don't have to letter it up like mine. You can get a plain black one like I've got in the goddamn bedroom. Get a plain fucking black briefcase, a brown one, maybe a brownish red one, whatever your color of choice is. Maybe it'll match your goddamn slippers that you're wearing, your $600 goddamn shoes that you got somewhere. And then you're wearing a $25 fucking backpack every day to work, going into Humana, going into Geico. Great insurance company, by the way. Saved me a lot of money when I bundled.
At least 15%.
At least it was over 15%. Grow the fuck up. Be a man. I don't even see the women doing it. It's a man thing. I don't see the women wearing backpacks going to work. Not one fucking time. It is a privileged white man thing. Never saw a black man do it. Not once. Not that I don't see black men not wearing backpacks, but not getting out of an expensive luxury car wearing a 3-piece fucking suit with $700 shoes on, maybe $600.
No, we wear that shit in the airport and that's it.
There you go. Stop it, you privileged white motherfuckers. Throw your goddamn backpacks away and get a briefcase. Look like a goddamn white man with a great corporate job. Bob, you're a privileged white man, drives an expensive sports car.
Yes.
Do you have a backpack that you wear to work?
I have a backpack that I keep my computer in, my laptop. I have a laptop bag.
Do you wear it with a 3-piece suit driving your Porsche all around Dallas?
I've never worn a 3-piece suit in the last.
As a matter of fact, I don't think I have either.
About 10 years for me.
The last time I wore a top.
Oh, tea maker, you're going to make me look bad. You could have just kept that to yourself.
The last time
I'm going to tell you where you don't fit the profile. You don't drive around in a sports car. I have picked you up before because if you had
that's what I'm talking about.
If you had a luxury sports car, I wouldn't be picking you up. So whatever you're doing with your backpack, do you wear your backpack? Okay,
that's it.
All right.
But and I usually, if I have a backpack, I carry
white bag, corporate job. Bob fits the profile.
I don't wear it on my back like I'll maybe over the shoulder.
Yeah, just like that.
No. They're doing shufflebot shit. They're doing LMFAO. The guy with the backpack and all the LMFAO videos. They wear their backpacks like that.
That's wrong.
Like it's a life support system.
Like you're a 13-year-old child.
Yeah.
But how
like an option tag
about it too. Choco, Choco don't wear a backpack.
Looks like Kenny's gonna start wearing 3-piece suits.
I might put one on.
I'm not. God damn it! You know who used to wear 3-piece suits a lot. Hang on, he was. They wrestled in the Memphis territory. Cowboy Frankie Lane eventually started wearing 3-piece suits in the Memphis territory. Had the chain in the pockets and everything. Cowboy Frankie Lane. Picture a guy going from a cowboy gimmick to the 3-piece suit. Did anybody
like JBL?
I sent out a little trailer today on these little short videos of Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA wearing the biggest, most gaudy fucking fur coats.
Oh, I've seen that before.
Tell me how ridiculous is he? And have you ever seen anything more ridiculous in your life? And Dusty going on. And it did look pretty ridiculous that Dusty's out there in a fucking fur coat. And somebody sent me video today of Dusty Rhodes knocking down 3-pointers on a college basketball court.
Yeah, it was like a intramural game or some shit.
Allow me to address that. Dusty Rhodes, I love you, Dusty Rhodes, and I love your son, Cody. You couldn't have beat me in basketball on your best day. I was the greatest 3-point shooter in the fucking history of 3-point shots. I beat JBL. I beat Mark Henry. I beat every top star in the WWE. Chris Jericho would not play me in basketball based on reputation alone. I beat Linda Miles, who beat Mark Henry. Let's add that to the goddamn equation. I beat Rob Conway. I beat Lance Cade, a Texas boy. God rest his soul.
Lance Cade's a Nebraska boy.
Well, he lived in Texas.
Yeah, he's from Nebraska, though.
He passed away in Texas.
His roommate actually trained me.
Correct me on where my dead wrestlers live. Don't you ever.
I only know because his roommate trained me.
Oh, really? Lance Cade's roommate trained you? Oh, there's some shit I didn't know. Mm-hmm. What was Lance Cade's roommate's name?
Jaden Drago.
I was actually one of the last podcasts that Lance ever did. And
really?
And a lot of it was bitching about how the Dudley boys hurt him on purpose.
I've heard about that. Yeah.
Well, not the Dudley boys. Bubba. Yeah. And Rico had those same complaints. T-Maker has followed up here.
They all trained with Rudy Boy down at
I get the laptop thing. You got to have something to. I get that, but I don't think he's wearing a 3-piece suit, getting out of a luxury car, wearing it into a corporate building every day with his backpack. But then again, there's an age group that does that. Bob and I are not in that age group. T-Maker might be in that age group. You Coltrane are hovering around that age group. There's an age group that has fallen in love with the backpack. When I was in high school, you were considered a pussy if you had a backpack. So I was probably programmed into me like racism, but eventually I got over it. I got over racism. I don't think I'm getting over the backpack. That one has not happened yet. I guess if I had to pick one to get over, most people are going, well, I'm glad he ain't a racist. Glad that didn't stick.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things that dudes do nowadays that's pretty effeminate back in our day. We just wouldn't have done it, you know?
Yeah. But here's the thing. I was the one in high school when people were calling people the F word and not fuck. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Referring to gays. That was the thing. If you had to insult somebody, that's what you called them. Mm-hmm. And I was the one who came from a family who would do that shit, who defended those people. I would go to the table and sit with them at lunch when no one else would. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you would label it as a disruptor, but anytime when they picked on the Iranian girl, when we were going through the Iran conflict,
you defended the marginalized.
Yes, I defended the marginalized. I defended a witch. She really thought she was a fucking witch. Okay, well, so I don't think you have any powers. If so, turn me into a frog, but I'll defend your right to think you're a witch.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do. People gave her a lot of shit. She wore the dark and the goth and all that. But many people say that Jimmy's wife thinks she's a witch. She thinks she can cast spells.
I actually thought that when I first saw her, that she had witch-like,
Well, her wedding was a Wiccan wedding. I was there. I was the best man.
Oh, okay.
The night she tried to tongue kiss me. Yeah.
I mean, huh?
I said tried.
When
I was around her, I packed Listerine around for a fucking reason. I mean, shit.
I bet.
In my backpack. That's my where I kept it.
She's
oh god,
handsome woman.
Well, definitely not falling into the category of privileged white people. Let's read this. I carry a laptop bag. Okay, well, a laptop bag is not a backpack.
Not a backpack.
We'll clarify that. With my new job, but I haven't worn a three-piece suit in 15 years. I've never worn a three-piece, and I've worn a fair amount of suits. For those of you that are seeing, and by the way, I think 24,000 views on TikTok. Amazing how many views you get when you appeal to people's attention span, and you're not fucked with the algorithm. And it has grown every week since our secret person that created the TikTok account for us. 24,000 views in a month for a brand new fucking channel ain't bad. We've only been up there 60 to 90 days.
Yeah, I need to revive mine too because I gave up on TikTok for a while.
I didn't even know I had one till it showed up and they were showing me that they were posting our shit on TikTok. And he says, "Here, I made you a TikTok channel." And it grew from we had like 1,000 views in 1 month, and then it went to like 5,000. I said, okay, well, ain't bad. And then
you know what's weird is on my YouTube channel, I don't have that many subscribers, but my shorts would get like 2,000 views a month.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
well, it's attention span, as they say in Congress, and the Senate. We have to understand we are appealing to a TikTok world.
Right.
No one's got a fucking attention span. Donald Trump was made for TikTok. He has no fucking attention span whatsoever.
You know what the common attention span is?
3 minutes would be my guess.
6 seconds.
God damn.
Yeah.
Well, listen to this.
When we were young, it was 15 minutes.
Listen to this. When film directors make movies, do you? And I've talked about it on here before. Do you know what they were programmed to do to change the scenes? What in their head? This is how often they're trying to change the camera shot. Do you know how long it is?
3 to 5 seconds.
7 seconds.
Yeah.
7 seconds. Because we've looked at this long enough. Give us something else. We've looked at this way too long.
Remember, Kevin Dunn used to do that every 2-second shit. It was just like you could barely tell what's going on in the ring.
Was an ECW original thing where the camera would shake. Okay, the cameraman's not being beat up. Stop it.
Right.
Quit.
Or remember when the chair shots, the camera would go up and down with each chair shot? It's like, what the hell is that?
Well, ECW started that shit.
Huh.
I blame Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's done some good things. That was one of the things that wasn't so good. Paul. We all can't be perfect, Paul.
Good night, Nicole.
What did Kevin Moore have to say? I know something worse than a backpack. No. You've just insulted every from Memphis. Everybody.
85% of the professional wrestling community.
I've never had a fanny pack. We used to sell them in the store, Bob. I don't know if we ever sold
We'll add one. I think we'll add a Hello Kitty fanny pack just for that.
Yeah, let's get a Hello Kitty fanny pack because Pasta Tart to buy one. Time for bed. Well, night, Pasta Tart. Thank you so much for the help. Vanessa will be thrilled to know how much you all stepped up for.
Yeah.
Cool. John Mosier bailing out little J9E. She's got the greatest name of all the Filipinos, J9E.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like she should be from maybe Japan, China.
They're all together. I mean, just Janine, right? You know,
I guess
her name is probably Janine, and she just inserted spaces.
But when we send her money to Gcash, that's the name we put down, J9E.
J9E. Well, when the doctor said we need money,
that's what the doctor said. I mean, you can't ignore the. I mean, we had to Gcash the doctor money. Believe that shit. I had to punk the doctor out to give her care early because we couldn't get the money to her for another day. It was 1 or 2 days, and I told her, I said, you've got my word, and I sent her receipts. I sent her like 30 receipts of Filipinos we'd helped recently. Does it look like I'm fucking you people over? We help these people. Your help's coming too, Doc. So do me a favor, give the kid her fucking medicine. Get her, I think she needed some type of an ultrasound or something. to determine something that was going on with her kidneys. I forget exactly what it was. I said, but doctor, if I'm good for the money, please help the kid. She needs fucking medicine. She's been telling me for 3 days you all won't give her medicine without the money. The money's coming. So she finally agreed after a lengthy conversation on Facebook Messenger with Dr. whatever her name was. And I said, you're a doctor and you ain't got PayPal? No, I have Gcash. Okay. So Doc didn't have PayPal.
They don't have universal health care there? Good one.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Bob Hazelwood, he's out again.
Okay, let me put it this way. Are they supposed to have universal health care?
They're lucky they get universal.
Technically, they have a form of it. They have a free place to go.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go stand in line. And if you're at the back of the line, you got to come back again the next day.
Yeah,
if you don't get called,
get sick early in the morning.
Yeah, if you get sick, you got a gap bandit. You got to get up early in the morning if you're going to go to the doctor.
So it's like the free VD clinic in the hood, pretty much.
Pretty much.
There's Creek in the house.
And then you got to pay for your medicines, right?
No, they ain't giving you no fucking medicine. They might give you a couple of samples to go home.
Doctor is free, and they'll go okay, but by the way, you need 800 pesos worth of aspirin. Only our aspirin,
or 1,600 pesos worth.
That's crazy. I didn't know it was like that.
Our special aspirin is what you need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, America's good for that too, charging you $7 for an aspirin.
Oh, there have been hospitals that have charged $60 for an aspirin.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even more.
If you look at the breakdown, you'll just be.
This shit. Remember the government charging $3,500 for toilet seats that would be installed in the White House or whatever. Contractor come in $3,500 for a toilet. As a matter of fact, it wasn't even a toilet. I think it was a toilet seat. $3,500 they charged. $3,500 they charged the government. Outrageous prices being charged for hammers. You know, it's just the White House needs 6 hammers, $1,000 for 6 hammers. Just ridiculous ass prices. 10:43. We'll hang around 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes, then we'll get out of here. We got to get some of this money out to the people that need it. I got to see if Jack in the Box is still open.
Oh, they're open.
You know what? The drive-thru's open 24 hours here, but the lobby here in Louisville closes at either 9 or 10. I remember me and Chris were going there several weeks ago, and we get there at like 10:05, and there's a line at the door trying to get in. We ain't going through that fucking drive-thru. We're going in. So we get there, and the manager's at the door telling everybody they got to go. And I walked up to the manager and said, "Hey, remember us? Remember us? We came here. We plugged you on our show. We've been, you know." And the manager's giving me a face like, "You need to get out of my fucking parking lot, motherfucker." I said, "Oh, come on, sir." I said, "We drove a long way to be here." I said, "We drove down from downtown. We drove here from Mitch and Murray. We're here on a mission of mercy. We need our Jack in the Box. Come on, sir." And he just looks at me and he waves me in front of about 30 people that are trying to get in the lobby, and they don't get in.
Oh, you endeared yourself.
And I just fucking talked myself into getting in the Jack. And we walked, those people were like, "What the fuck?" And he said, "He's special." So we walked in, and I looked at him, I said, "Thank you, sir." And he just gave me a look like, he just made me look like a fucking dick to people.
He's like that guy.
You walk in like George Jefferson.
Fuck yeah, moving on up. Get me some Jack in the Box. And I sat right by the door and waved to everybody that was outside, wishing they were getting in.
Did you take their orders?
Well, you should have drive-through. Well, they went through the drive-through, I'm sure. They went through the drive-through.
You could have taken their orders and said,
I wasn't going through the fucking drive-through. Kenny, they charged me $125 throw that up so we can read that.
For one nitroglycerin pill.
Mother the fuck. God damn. So that's a heart-related pill, right? That's when
that's
heart pain.
Remember the episode of
Bonanza or whatever it is?
The episode of Bonanza when the guy was making nitroglycerin in a shed?
Yeah.
His sweat dropped into the thing, and
no, that was Marco Dillon.
Oh, that was Gunsmoke. You're right.
Yeah.
It was Gunsmoke. Yeah, because Matt got there a little late.
Yeah, he got there after the sound.
Get there in time. But you're right. That was Gunsmoke.
Uh-huh.
And it was a 2-part episode. And I don't know why the guy was, I guess he was making nitroglycerin to blow up bank safes or something, or wasn't it?
Yeah, and at the end, he got nervous or something because he was real.
Yeah, he started, his sweat dripped into the nitroglycerin and blew that fucking shit, all the fucking smithereens. And of course, Dylan rides up about 30 seconds too late. And
there was a Big Valley episode where they were trying to get nitroglycerin up into the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole episode, they didn't make it. But that's what the episode was about.
Well, you just ruined the whole fucking episode.
There you go.
Just ruined. Oh, here we go. Oh. What we got? We got added merchandise here. Do we have
Hello Kitty backpack?
Oh, that's the backpack.
And the Hello Kitty fanny pack.
We have, there you go, Jazzy Jana.
You work fast.
There you go.
I do.
I expect that Donald Flowers will be getting his Hello Kitty backpack very soon.
No, he's getting the fanny pack.
He's getting the fanny pack. We know Jazzy Jana's going to get fanny pack.
Pillow.
How much are the fanny packs, Bob?
$39.99.
Is that all?
That's not bad, actually.
Really? I would have thought fanny packs were like $8.
No, they're really. And
because they're becoming popular, so people are jacking that shit up.
I had no clue.
Backpack is only $70.99.
It's only $70.
But if you use,
in other words, if I were to forfeit my Jack in the Box money for the night, I could get a backpack and a fanny pack. Is what you're saying. Sir.
But if you use the code free,
I swore I'd never wear.
You can get free shipping as long as you use the code free.
I got to use the code though. Okay. Yeah. I think my highest one was the Beatles. Oh, now you're endearing Bob. A Beatles fanny pack for $16. Well, mine are more expensive.
Jana. May 8th. Let It Be on Disney Plus. The original Let It Be movie is being released in remastered version.
4K?
I think it's going to be in 4K, or at least digitally remastered. The Peter Jackson, who did the Let It Be documentary, has remastered Let It Be. They're going to re-release it either May 8th or I think it's May 18th, actually. So May 18th, Disney Plus. Jana.
We have a late donation from the first person to ever donate on Bolin AM.
Daniel Limley.
Daniel Limley has donated $20.
Thank you, Daniel.
That came in at 10:47, about a minute ago. So thank you, Daniel Limley. Here's a scam claiming I missed a package that I never ordered, so we'll delete that.
I get those all the time too. Dear sir.
Dear B. Hazelwood. I get that.
Yeah, it'd be dear your address or whatever.
Okay, well here's one. I'm going to read this as it comes through.
Okay.
From Brandon Andrew Roberts. I hope I'm okay to read it because he wrote a note with it. From Brandon Andrew Roberts. He has sent $3.48.
Thank you, Brandon.
This is coming out of my online survey money, and I know people that have done that. I've got relatives that have done okay. They normally get gift cards. They don't normally get real money. They normally get Amazon and Walmart gift cards for doing online surveys, and some of them have got some pretty cool shit doing that. I don't have the patience to do it. This is coming out of my online survey money. It's my only means of income right now. Love the show and appreciate what you do. Well, we appreciate that you took the time to send in the $3.48, and we greatly appreciate that. Take two. That never happened. We greatly appreciate that. Brendan Andrew Roberts.
Well, thank you.
Got to be his full name because that was a PayPal donation.
Brendan, while you're at it, why don't you hand us your last 4 digits of your social security number? And
yeah, that's all we need.
Your mother's maiden name.
That should handle everything. That should give us all.
Places you lived.
Well, when you donate on the show, as you know, every donation we do see your credit card information,
and we will keep that forever because
only mentally retarded people think that. So,
Bob.
God damn, out of left field. Even though you're playing right field today, I'm in left field. Bob's got center field covered.
I'm catching.
Bob's the catcher. I guess I'm third and you're first. We're infielders today. Fuck a shortstop and a second baseman. Nothing's going up the middle. It's coming to the hot corners, baby. It's coming to the hot corners. So there we go. So we had the 20 from Mr. Limley, 348 from Brendan. Thank you, Brendan. Brendan, if you're in here watching the show, feel free to say hey. Or maybe doesn't have a membership because it is online survey money. And And so could have bought a membership, though. Could have done that. So it is 10:50 p.m. We are going to get ready to wrap this up. But we do have 35 of you watching over here on the tube. We kept Facebook up all night, didn't we?
We did. And Janai loved it.
I mean, Jay Nine's awful happy about that. How many donations did we make off the Facebook tonight?
I think that would be
Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Speaking of strike 3, this is another reason, by the way, before we go, why Bob was upset. Bob was telling me about a guy that struck out, and for him to be upset about this, hang on, this blew me away. Bob was upset because a guy saw 4 pitches, none of them were within 18 inches of the strike zone, but when I went to the inning to see this happen, the Rangers are up like 9-3.
Oh yeah, I mean it's Angel Hernandez, right? It's
so I'm thinking, well, apparently this guy getting this fuck call. Apparently this team's coming back and they're going to win 10-9, 11-10 or what. I was waiting, and they did come back with a few runs if I remember correctly. They made it an interesting game.
I think it was 10-5 was the final.
But this guy saw 4 pitches, and I'm telling you, not a fucking one of them was within 18 inches.
He never lifted the bat off of his shoulder and got called out on strikes.
Yeah, never took back. He had no reason to swing because if he was up there with an extended spade shovel, he wouldn't have had a shot at hitting any of these pitches. And I freeze frame where you know when you watch the game, it shows you on a little dot where the ball goes.
Right.
I sent Bob a shot of what I saw. I said, "What's your problem?" It was in the infield. You know, it was on the stadium. I mean, lean over the plate and take a hack. You saw 3 previous times that he's calling it a strike.
Angel Hernandez watched the Naked Gun movie and decided that that's the way that you umpire.
Swing, better, swing. Well, you
remember how Vlad Guerrero used to swing out of his ass? It'd be all up in the backstop and down in the dirt.
Yeah, it don't matter. Well, I tell you another old time
dugout. He's throwing a bat out.
Throw the bat.
There was a player in the 70s who was known you couldn't walk him. If you walked him, you were a horrible fucking pitcher. You know what I'm talking about.
They were really trying hard. He struck out,
and I'll tell you who he played for. He played for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
He struck out on an intentional walk,
and he was known that you could. Pete Rose made a pitcher throw extra pitches. He was intentionally walking Pete, and he gets 3. Throws the 4th pitch. Pete swings at it. Fucking ball's a mile outside. Throws another pitch. Pete swings at it. Now we got a 3-2 count. Pitcher says, "All right, motherfucker, that's how we're gonna play it." So he decides to pitch to Pete on 3-2. Pete lines a double in the left field and scores 2 runs.
Yeah,
that was probably 72. I was in the bathroom listening to it on WLW radio on a little blue AM radio that my uncle had got me. And my dad used to be furious because I would never go anywhere without my AM radio because I was listening. I would go through 9-volt batteries like a motherfucker. They were always having to buy me batteries. There was no plug-in radio. I didn't get one of those till I was like 16 years old. Otherwise, it was AM transistor radios, and I'd have to have a 6-pack of fucking transistor batteries around the house so I could listen to Reds baseball. So I'm in the bathroom listening to the Reds, and I'm hearing them intentionally walk Pete. And Pete swung at ball 4, 3-1, and the pitcher throws, and it's at Riverfront, throws the next pitch. Oh, Pete swung again at another ball 4. Oh, looks like the pitcher's decided to pitch to Pete 3-2. And here's the pitch. Line in the left field. That's going to be a double. It's going to roll to the wall. And 2 runs scored. And Pete enticed the pitcher not to intentionally walk him. I've never seen it happen again. Have you, Bob?
You've seen but I've
never seen it happen at all. They usually just start taking their armor off and accepting it.
Yeah, I've seen the opposite where they had like a guy had a couple strikes, and then there was like 3 balls were thrown, and then they went to the mound for a mound meeting. And the catcher, and there's a runner at second, right? So catcher gets behind the plate and he sticks his arm out, takes
tag him,
and then he jumps back behind the plate.
I'll tell you who it was, and I'll tell you who the player. I'll tell you both players. It was in the 72 World Series. It was the Oakland A's and the Cincinnati Reds. The catcher was Gene Tennis. The batter was Johnny Bench. And they held out the glove for the intentional walk. Gene Tennis drops back behind the plate. Strike 3 called. Johnny Bench caught looking. 72 World Series. I bet you can bring it up.
October 8th, 1972.
There you go. So you just brought it up, huh?
Yep.
Kenny Bolin can't remember the last time he ate a Jack in the Box, but he remembers that weird ass fucking play.
Well, it's like wrestlers can always tell you what building they were in and what year, but they can't tell you what they had for breakfast yesterday.
Cornette can tell you every dollar he ever made in every town he was ever in.
Mm-hmm. They always remember the arena and the date.
Yeah. I can't remember any of that shit. Because it wasn't real. I didn't give a shit. But Johnny Bench being psyched out by Gene Tennis on the fake intentional walk, and then Bench Bench kind of smelled a rat, but he just, and then he thought it was strike three called. One of the greatest plays in the World Series ever, and it went against the great Johnny Bench by Gene Tennis. And Gene Tennis also hit 3 home runs in one game in that World Series. Motherfucker could go, hi, J90. J90, is your real name Janine? Or do you go by J90?
Is that your actual birth certificate name?
Yeah, is that your birth? Send me a picture of your birth certificate, or we're not sending you any money.
Right. Your Social Security card, or whatever.
That'll give me $36 more of Jack in the Box money if she doesn't provide that birth certificate. Yeah,
there you go.
Well, Bolin's made over $200 of Jack in the Box money tonight.
They're not even a sponsor.
No. I gave up on them because I kept having to deal with some guy from San Diego I could never get a hold of.
Oh, sorry. Let's go.
You ever eat the little tacos that look like little pockets?
I tell you what, if I'm going to throw up a fake sponsor, it's going to be Jack in the Box because we talk about them enough. But no, they got the fish house up there in the corner.
McDonald's that you put their name on your bill.
Tell them.
The fish house has their own little spot there. You got to admire that. I am sending them a screenshot of their logo on my curtain. See if they fall for it. Yeah. Oh, by the way, there have been some pictures going around about what you made of Hello Kitty. Mm-hmm. I had a fan wrote me. I didn't read it on the show. One of the fans wrote me and says, Kenny, you did your room in Hello Kitty? That looks amazing. One of our regulars thought that I painted my bedroom. I said, you just saw I remade my bedroom. I keep it 2 weeks and decide to go, let's go black Hello Kitty all the way.
With a giant size Hello Kitty doll.
With a $6,000 Hello Kitty
nightmares.
I bet you that fucking stuffed animal had to have cost $250. I don't know what the biggest Hello Kitty doll. Yeah,
I'm gonna go on eBay right quick and see what they go for.
At least $199. Wouldn't you think $199 for that?
I would.
Baby, I just got a message from Jelly Bean. Baby Jara really wants, because it's like 5 times as big as Baby Jara.
Yeah. Baby Jara.
I dare somebody. So I can get a 40 by 60 of that for $99. What's the cheapest I can get it with my preferred customer discount?
I don't know if they,
because we don't have a king size option, I'm sure.
Let's see.
Oh, good God. That Hello Kitty is
$78. Really? I had that fucker going for $1 to $78 ain't bad.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Bob. Now.
Bob, if I give up some of my Jack in the Box money.
And that's pre-owned though.
Oh, that's pre-owned.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's not a big deal.
Hey, do you want
people ain't selling their pre-owned Hello Kitties in the Philippines. They get those motherfuckers. They go to their grave.
And you really want a used Hello Kitty?
Shit.
Well, Baby Jar, I thought Baby Jar gonna give a shit of it.
You can order a sample blanket, and I'll tell you the price off the air.
Tell me the price off the air. Yeah, we don't want the marks.
I don't want the marks to know how much money you're fucking this crap up.
No, I don't want them to know, and I don't want them to know actually how much money is going to be going to the Jack.
I found what I think you're looking at. Huge 62-centimeter Hello Kitty plush, angel white silver, $692.94.
That seems more reasonable.
And my guess was $250 originally, and then I dropped it to $190. $692.
$692.
That seems
a brand new one in the box.
Yeah, that doesn't seem reasonable, but that seems more likely. Like the
this one doesn't even have features; it's just all white.
$50 Hello Kitty giant fucking dog warrior. Jelly Bean would have to move out of her house and live on the terrace.
It is.
Draw your own Hello Kitty face in there.
Yeah, the bow, the eyes, the nose—they're all like blank.
Yeah, Jelly Bean would have to move out onto the terrace if we got that doll. There wouldn't be any room in the house. You'd have to live on the terrace with her motorcycle and her washing machine.
You could put
we have a roof on it. Can you show the terrace again? I think we have a roof on it, don't we?
Yes, there is.
We might have to enclose the sides and maybe put a drape or something up.
Yeah, all these new ones are $200. So yeah.
Oh my god. God.
Put that on the roof, and like low flying planes might have to watch out for her house.
Yeah. At least they know where to land the plane.
Exactly.
Oh, there's Hello Kitty. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look out your passenger window, you'll see Jara's baby Hello Kitty right there. If you have to jump out of the plane, please try to land on Hello Kitty. You should be just fine. Very soft.
Well, baby Jara will be very upset with you.
Baby Jara. I've got God.
Come on, Zach.
Got to pay premium for the kitty, he says. Got to pay the premium dollars. Zach Bonifer says. Got to pay for the goddamn kitty.
The kitty.
Let me check one last moment to see where we stand on final donations. We will wrap this up.
You know what I forgot to do? Forgot to put on the mask.
God, he's asking 1,800. Dad, I told Mom to come here.
Yeah.
Mom asked him to discount to 1,500 pesos labor and material. Okay, honey, let the show wrap up. You got to have fucking gas in the motorcycle to have it run. Then, of course, we got to fill the fucking motorcycle up again. Fuck. Well, there goes my goddamn Jack in the Box money.
Fucking Jack in the Box money.
And, all right, I'm starving. I'm sorry.
Out of here.
So the fixer motorcycle and to put gas in, I didn't get off as easy as I thought it was. It's going to be about $55.
I guess I'll hit the parlays and see what happens.
Fill the fucker back up with gas.
Hey, John Mosier.
John, hey, John, you in the bullpen? Can you come out and throw one more inning? We will work on Eunice's issue Saturday. And I'll cover it in the meantime. And then if we can get a little help, that'd be appreciated. Kids got the motorcycle's in the shop and they're going to keep it if you don't pay for it. It's like the hospital. Oh, you don't pay your bill, you stay in the hospital. Well, wouldn't that be more expensive to keep me here? Shouldn't you just send me home and hope that I pay you eventually?
Going up.
Oh, did I
they keep padding the bill.
My dogs are all going to the vet on Monday. Here's the final closing story because I don't know if I've told it in public. My dogs are going to the vet. I scheduled them to go to a local vet here in town. I won't mention their name after what they tried to pull on me. Jelly Bean's all excited about that Hello Kitty being on her roof. Safe place for
I see people bouncing off of it all day.
A bouncy kitty. So I call this vet place.
Jelly Bean.
Yeah, that's a good looking blanket right there.
You can sleep on that blanket as long as you're wearing your Bobby Bob shirt.
Yeah, you gotta to counteract the action that could be going on. You might have to wear the Bobby Bob shirt.
There you go.
Tell you what, you lay on that bed in that Bobby Bob shirt, you're gonna worry about more than that Hello Kitty. Yeah. So
there'll be some kitty being helloed.
I know, honey. We're gonna try to raise the money on Saturday, but let me see if I can get it to you, and let me know how much gas the goddamn thing needs. I hate fucking motorcycle mechanics.
I hate motorcycles.
I was about to say that too. I just can't stand motorcycles.
At this point, I hate them. I didn't used to.
She says, "Daddy, I hope these repairs last." I said, "Uh-huh, yeah."
We all do, honey.
It's too bad they don't have deer insurance in the Philippines.
I agree with that.
Leaking might catch on fire.
So I call this place that I took my dogs to back in what I remembered as being the early 2000s. My dog Ziggy went there. Ziggy's also.
Oh yeah, you did tell.
You did tell the story last week.
Oh, I did tell the story.
Yeah,
I was forced to watch to find out what shit you were saying about me
during your studies.
I tell you what, Bob Moody. There used to be a ring announcer for Memphis Wrestling named Bob Moody that did the Louisville.
I remember that name.
You remember Bob Moody? Yeah. He worked for Wacky Radio here in Louisville. I won't put everybody through that story again, but they had records of a bill that I owed from 2003. It was $48.
And they wanted to pay up.
Oh, and if I didn't pay that money from 2003, they weren't going to let me bring my 3 dogs where they were going to make over $400.
That's good business.
So let me get this right. You're going to overcharge me out the ass to serve my dogs. You could make $440 off the 3 dogs, but you don't want my 440 unless I give you the 48 plus all your billing, because it went from 48 to 65.50. So if you don't give me that, then fuck your 440. We'll just take the loss. So I call their competitor.
5 years.
I call their competitor down the street. Tell them what's going on. They quote me a price of $390. I said, you know what? That still sounds pretty fucking high. God damn. Put me on with your supervisor. So I talked to the supervisor. And when you factor in the 3-dog discount, the 3-dog Monty, we call it, and for me being a first-time customer, and the courtesy of a plug here on the show, thank you, Shively Animal Hospital. There's your plug. The price dropped from $390 to under $175.
Wow, for 3 dogs.
And I had to pay $75 in advance, which I was happy to do. And I pay the balance when my dogs go in Monday for 3 dogs. And that includes getting their nails done at $20 a pop. But we had various discounts factored in, so I don't know what the average price is going to boil down to. Jelly Bean's all worked up over that life-size Hello Kitty dog.
They're going to want that dog.
I want that $600 one's the one I want. I don't want that used shit being delivered to my house. I got standards to uphold here. So, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the show tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed the fact that Bob begrudgingly, reluctantly, hesitantly came back to the show.
Temporarily.
Look at the money that just poured in here like a bitch after Bob showed up.
That's right. I appreciate you people.
Bob, would you care to send me all the money that you've cost us the last several shows by not being here? I think that would only be fair.
Let me think about that for just a second.
That's bullshit. Did we piss him off again?
Who knows? When you ask for money, I tend to bounce.
I guess you ask Bob for money and he loses his fucking mind. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, fuck, now everybody's gone. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for my former co-host, I'm Kenny the Stonemaker Bolin, and I said, fuck all of you. I'm going to Jack in the Box. I said, God damn.